Welcome, everyone. It is that time again. It is time for this week's episode of Everyday Enlightenment. Before we get to that, though, I want to draw everyone's attention to a live course that I'm going to be teaching over 4 months. It's called Self Mastery: What Exists Beyond Enlightenment. This is an absolutely revolutionary course. You're going to learn things that you didn't know existed. Some of the highlights are going to be the 4 levels of self realization as I experience them directly. There's going to be something called the 12 Eternal Truths and the 12 Tenets of Self Mastery. This is the higher consciousness teachings that you have been searching for, maybe not just for this lifetime, but many, many, many lifetimes. There's a 1 hour webinar video within my YouTube channel. There's still time to register for the course. There's a payment plan. Watch the 1 hour webinar, and I sincerely hope to see you there. It's going to be groundbreaking, revolutionary, and a lot of fun. So I hope to see you there. Okay, so let's come back to our everyday enlightenment, and let me bring up this question. This was a great question. So let me just pull this up here. Okay. Good day, RJ. I believe in the power of the imagination as God in man. Of course, our choice is to use it consciously to achieve the desired end. Personally, I imagined my way out of an opiate addiction. I was reading your book on the chapter on doubt. You wrote about detachment from any result. For clarification, you've detached from any result but the desired intentional result of transcendence of permanent paralysis and severe disease. Am I correct? Love you, brother. Rashim. Rashim, I love you too. Fantastic question. And kudos to you for overcoming an opiate addiction. Well done, my friend. Well done. Okay, let me bring this off the screen here. Okay. So what are we talking about here when we talk about detaching from any desired result? Okay, this is a bit tricky, okay, for the pattern subconscious egoic mind. One, because we're such a result-oriented species, right? Okay, now this is problematic on many reasons. So let me just address Rashim's question directly. So the order of creation, as I experience it, okay, starts with desire, then intention, then thought, then emotion, then action, then behavior. That is the order of creation as I experience it from a heightened state of consciousness. Now, if you notice, desire and intention are at the top. Okay, now what that means is the desire and intention are frequencies that exist above thought, emotion, action, and behavior. The higher the frequency, the more powerful and the more potent. Okay? Higher frequencies affect and dictate what goes on in lower frequencies. Nothing originates in the lower frequencies. We don't originate from here. We are projected from up on high. Okay. So if we want to be more in alignment with ourselves, we have to work in a higher consciousness or higher frequency way because we are supremely high frequency beings. Now, to do that, we have to work at the very beginning, from my perspective, we have to work at the very beginning in terms of the order of creation to be as powerful a creator as possible. And Rashim is right. This is part of how I literally put myself back together through permanent paralysis, chronic disease, and life-threatening illness. Most of you know that whole story. If you haven't gotten my book, get it. Supercharged Self-Healing. It'll change your life completely. So what we want to do, we want to align ourselves with our desire and intention because those are higher frequencies than thought, emotion, action, and behavior. Therefore, they are more powerful. So once we have set our desire, okay, we have decided upon a desire. For me, personally, it's just easier to talk about it. I wanted to walk. Obviously, right? I was permanently paralyzed from the chest down. So my highest desire, my specific desire, was to be able to walk again. Okay. The drop down from desire is then intention. So what you want to do is harness your intention with your desire. You could think of it as your will or your determination. okay? Once those things are merged, if the desire and the intention are merged with you and it becomes one thing, you are now unstoppable. Now, what happens is that every thought, emotion, action, and behavior will automatically be in accordance with your desire and intention, because that's how the information trickles down frequentially into the mental body, into the emotional body, into the etheric body, and then into the physical body. So, what you want to put is the desire and the intention, harness yourself and unify yourself with that. That keeps you in the act of creation. This is important because the moment you stop, right, you're now looking for a result. When you look for a result, you've stopped the process of creating or manifesting. This is very important to understand. Let me give a ridiculous analogy because I like ridiculous analogies. Okay. If you get in your car, you put in your GPS, you're going to the store, right? Many of you have heard me use this analogy before, but it bears repeating. Okay. Listen to me. You put your address into the GPS, you're going to the store, right? Okay. Once you set the GPS, do you even think if you're not going to get there? Do you doubt that you're going to get to the store? Or do you just follow the intention? You follow the GPS blindly. Yes? Okay. Do you pull over halfway to the store, get out of your car, pull over the road, and just start looking around to see if you're going to get closer, if you're any closer to the store? Are we closer? Am I almost there yet? Does anyone do that? This is what looking for results does. It stops the process. You're no longer getting any closer to the store, are you? Okay? So it's a funny analogy, but I want you to really look at that. Really look at that. The key is to unify desire and intention in self. Complete unification, no separation. Then everything that you think about, emote, take action, or behaviors that you develop will be in complete accordance with that. And you're not looking for a result because you continue to drive to the store. And then at some point, hey, we're here. We got there. We're here. At some point, I stood up and started walking, just as I said I would. Does this make sense? I hope so. Okay. That's how you use desire and intention, and you forget about fixating on a result. It takes you out of the process of creating and manifesting. Just like you don't pull over to the side of the road and say, am I any closer to the store? Now you're not getting any closer, are you? Why? Because you're looking for a result. This is tricky for the ego mind. Very tricky for the ego mind. But the higher consciousness, what you really are, totally understands this and actually operates this way. It's our human character that creates the resistance and the block from the higher mind and how to operate properly. Rashim, I love you, brother. Great question. Thank you. I hope all of you found this enlightening. Share these videos, please. People need to hear these things. They need to learn how to operate in a different way. And by availing themselves of these videos and these teachings, they will start to lead a different life. Thank you so much. Again, send me your questions via email, rj@ascendthefrequencies. I love your comments. Please like and subscribe and put comments in there. It's fantastic. And share these videos. And I will see you again very soon. And until then, be well.